From my perspective, I think the leadership class is a little different in how it kind of takes you to it's that next step in understanding the people part of the business. It's not, the tactics on how to manage the team, but it's really how do you lead them? How do you take that next level in communication and helping develop the people in the organization, not just what they're doing, but who they are as individuals and helping them understand how can I be a better leader and how can I help them be better leaders?
Well, I feel like the 12-week management class was extremely practical and gave me really good systems and processes for managing people and understanding how to measure progress in managing people, how to just set up a framework so that we could make sure that the coaching that needed to happen would happen in a natural, organic way that was just built into our company culture. So it was a really good class for just the mechanics of how to manage. I feel like the 12-week leadership class got very much into the heart of what leadership is and was more focused on the individuals who are doing the leading and in many cases the managing. I mean, one of the really nice things about the two classes combined was that it gave me a lot of clarity about the difference between management and leadership. And while the management class made me feel like I can learn to manage, it's a system that I can learn and I can apply, the leadership class, it gave me some good practical things to apply and some systems, but it also made me think even more deeply about just who I am, the kind of leader that I want to be, and how I have influence over the people that I'm leading and how I can invest in them as individuals, not just their performance that I'm managing, but who they're becoming and their level of investment and clarity and why they're part of the company and why they care about it so much. I think this class is obviously great for anyone who's in a formal leadership position where they think of themselves as a leader and they're seen as a leader by others. But I think it's really good for anyone who is in a position of influence in a company, whether their title indicates that they're a leader or not. I would consider having team members in this class just people that I see who are naturally mentoring and coaching their teammates and having influence over them, or are in a key position where I know that their investment in others is making a big difference. I think anybody who is managing could also take this class because obviously management involves leadership and they are two different things, but I don't think there's any manager who shouldn't also be a good leader, and I don't think there's any leader who shouldn't also be able to manage. So I think that both classes are good for anyone in management or leadership.
I think anybody, I mean, if you lead anybody on a team in any capacity, I think this is a great course for you. Um, Someone that's trying to improve their leadership skills, someone who's trying to improve how they communicate with their team. Maybe you're trying to figure out how do I get my team motivated in the right direction, or how do I get my team thinking more as owners and instilling that in them. I think anybody that's trying to do those things, this would be a great course for you. Just how important communication is and just caring about the people that you lead and investing in them. I think that's like the number one takeaway in this and what are the actual ways to approach doing that? I think there's some great insight in the course on how to do that.
To be a better question asker and to empower people to become problem solvers instead of me solving everyone's problems. That leadership is not about solving people's problems, but rather developing them and mentoring and coaching them into knowing how to come up with solutions and how to become leaders themselves. And ironically, a lot of that means learning to working on myself so that my focus is on them and building them up. So I think we have this misconception that leaders are the ones out front, the most visible, and yet through this class, I feel like while we need to be out front and we set the tone and we cast the vision, the goal of all of that is to build up the other people, and they're the ones that really take the business forward. So it's a little bit of a dichotomy that, the leader, it reminds me of the book Leaders Eat Last, that title. That's really what this class helped me to understand.